Okay, so we're live. For those who don't know me, I'm Trent Farrell. I'm the co-founder and one of the main content creators here on the Grand FH YouTube channel. Basically, I wanted to do this hangout to just talk about some shit that's been going on. And I apologize for my language if you don't find it appropriate, but honestly, who gives a fuck? Anyway, basically, I just want to talk about everything like what Grand FH is, how it started, and basically what we're trying to do now. So basically, the idea of Greta Fitch happened back in, I believe, 2013. It was just me and Graham. We're having a conversation, and we're talking about a thing that we did a couple of years back on a Facebook video called Sock. And basically, it was just me with a sock on my hand, talking in a high-pitched voice, something along the lines of, "Hello, my name is Sock," and like it was ridiculous, but it was fun. Like the entire first thing was improvised. I was just bored out of my mind. We tried to do a second episode where it was entirely scripted, and we kept forgetting lines, and it was just ridiculous. But it worked out. Some people enjoyed it, some people didn't. We were going to continue on with it, but stuff got in the way. Back then I was in year 12. Graham had left high school and was dealing with some shit as well. And eventually, Graham ended up moving to Queensland, so Sock kind of died then. We did have ways to continue on the series. We were going to introduce new characters, such as Sock's brother, Oda, and like the revealing of their last name being Foot. So it was going to be Sock Foot and Oda Foot, which I kind of thought was cool. Oda was originally going to be Sock's gay brother, and he was going to be in a relationship with a stuffed dog called Bowo, which was spelled as Bow Wow, but it was meant to speak with an accent, so it sounded like Bowo, but it was pronounced Bow Wow. It's like those like idiots that you see, and like, oh, what's your name? It's like, oh, Paul. Or it's like, oh, how do you spell it? It's like Paul. It's Paul. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like it clearly says something else, but it's got a different pronunciation. Kind of like words in the English language, like what's a good one I could think of? Tomato and tomato. Spelled exactly the same, pronounced differently, and it makes no difference. But some people get really pedantic about that kind of shit. Anyway, so despite Graham moving to Queensland, we maintained our friendship, and we used to speak on a regular basis, sometimes bordering on daily to weekly conversations. And I'm glad that happened because we've gone through so much together over the past 10 years. And Graham and I have been friends for 10 years as of this year, and it's pretty cool. And not a lot of people can say that they've lived with their best mate and survived the friendship, especially after that friend left. But me and Graham were still close. We hang out almost every other week. So yeah. Anyway, so I was talking to him one day, and I was like, okay, so dude, I really want to do Sock again. And so I wrote a bunch of scripts about more characters. Another one we're going to introduce was called Sockette, which is going to be Sock's girlfriend. It was basically like a pink sock with like a little, I don't know what the word be, like a frilly bit on it. Kind of looked like a tutu. So that was the original idea, but obviously that didn't end up happening. But it was just good to spitball. And we ended up deciding, you know what, let's start making videos, that kind of stuff. And we decided what kind of videos we wanted to do, but we couldn't decide on a name. So I just went with the most easiest thing I could think of, and I just went, dude, let's just combine our names. Let's call it Grano Fitch. And he's like, Grano Fitch, and I'm like, yeah, Grant, Graham, Trent, and O'Fitch being a combination of my last name, O'Farrell, and Graham's last name, Mitchell. Obviously, as both our last names have the last three letters as ELL, we just got rid of it. Yeah. So we ended up calling ourselves Greta Fitch, and eventually that became Greta Fitch Productions. Not a real company. It's just realistically a group at the moment. Everything we do for free. So. But what we do costs us money, so shit happens. Anyway, so yeah, we started making videos. We started off what we called Couch Time. That was basically just like a news thing. and we're just talking about events. But because of how we filmed them so far apart that all the stories had already been told, everyone was already aware of it. But we could have a laugh about it, talk about some shit that we thought was interesting. I think the main thing we talked about in the two videos themselves of Couch Time was the fappening, and that was the thing that happened back in 2014, and it was crazy. But the funny part was, right, we played our grown-up itch late 2013, but didn't happen until like nearly the end of 2014, so it seemed kind of stupid, but it happened. We ended up going to film like a top 5 video of like our favorite movies. Not long after the second Couch Time was filmed. The issue with that was we had a lot of source footage, other YouTube videos of clips from, like movies that we're talking about. And obviously, that broke copyright protection, and obviously the video could not be shown publicly. We then started making like a schedule. We tried to change Couch Time into like a live thing where we could talk about shit. So we called it NXT, which essentially was just next without an E. My idea. And, so yeah, we're going to plan some other shit along with that. Like there was a short thing that we're going to do called Eat My Shorts. I think we're still trying to do it. Like we keep coming up with spitballing ideas. We filmed a couple of things for it, but obviously I got a better camera after that. Like currently Reese has my yellow camera, of which we filmed a lot of stuff with for Eat My Shorts originally, and most of the videos from 2014, which is also the same camera that me and an old friend of mine, Parko, filmed for the YouTube channel Preview TV, which is just a bad thing. Anyway, back on point. So yeah, we'd gone through that, and my old laptop that I was using to edit the stuff at the time was using a Sony video editor software. Basically, my computer was shit. Don't get me wrong, I got a mate of mine to fix it up, and it was free, and I'm all glad for that. But I couldn't really, the video editing software was kind of useless for me, because anything that was filmed in high definition, I don't mean like really good high definition, I mean like anything like 720p was like the highest. Couldn't even do that. Basically, the computer itself would play the audio, but the video part of the aspect, of the visual part, I guess, basically it'd freeze and nothing would happen. And it's hard to edit videos by sound, so we ended up putting it on pause for a bit. And I was originally going to go to, not long after that, I was planning to go to Coffs Harbour to meet with my dad, stay with him for a bit, and undergo a marketing course. And I was getting ready to go. I had my shit almost packed, and then the course got cancelled. Shit happens. So I ended up, I was like, I'm studying. This is what I want to do. I want to study. So I went and looked around. I found a course. It was certificate free in digital media, and that was sick. I originally thought it was just about like computers and stuff, with some minor aspect in like Photoshop and that kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed the course so much. It was more than what I honestly thought it was going to be, and I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. So, and with that course, we met our new friend Reese, nearly mispronounced his last name, Reese Alden. Reese is a year older than me and Graham. He's happily married with his wife, Bianca. But Reese is also deaf, and he's wheelchair bound. He has cerebral palsy. But we won't go too much into that, as those are only minor aspects of Reese. Basically, we spent like most of the first part of the course, and no one really spoke to Reese. And for our lunch, I noticed he'd be sitting alone, just chilling at a computer, and he'd be watching some anime. And so one day I just like pulled out my phone, I typed to him, I'm like, dude, like I noticed you're like watching anime and reading manga, or manga, however the fuck you want to pronounce it. Anyway, and basically we've been friends ever since. I ended up borrowing a signing dictionary from him. I gave it back, but I didn't really learn a lot of signs from it. I originally just meant to scan it as a future reference. But just from conversing with Reese, I've learned some signing. It was difficult at first. We used to just like use our phones and like pass it to each other so we could read it and that kind of stuff. And then like on the computer using Notepad. when we're in class. But after a while, I learned some basic signs like "see you tomorrow." Oh, sorry, my bad. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Back soon. Stuff like that. I ended up giving the name sign like that. It's basically T but with a hat. Because those who know me know that I wear a hat if I'm not out. Like if I'm not at home and I'm out in public, and actually I could even be out in private. If I'm not at home, you'll most likely see me wearing a hat. It's a fact. It's just who I am. But yeah, that's his name sign. He's a good friend. So he taught me some basics like sister, brother, more, night, day, and obviously, I know the alphabet in Auslan. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And obviously, I a lot of the time that me and him would converse now would involve me finger spelling major words. So it was a little bit difficult, but we make it work. I'm slowly getting better at my signing. But we'll get beside the point. We went on to go do. We finished off our Cert 3, and our head teacher was like, "Okay, next semester we're doing a targeted course. It's cheap for you guys if you want to do it." So we went on it. So me, Graham, and Reese, we went on. But before we even did that, I spoke to Reese. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing at the end of this course?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing much, man. Like, my wife's gonna go do some studying. But yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, well, what do you want to be doing with your life?" He's like, "I want to be making games." I'm like, "Well, mate, if you've got nothing going on, you can come join me and Graham. You can make some videos of us. We can have some fun, that kind of stuff." And Reese was like all for it. So that's how Reese joined Grown No Fitch. We spent we ended up going on to do the next course, which was a Diploma of Digital Media, which I'm glad that I got a distinction. Graham got a pass, and I can't remember the top of my head what Reese got, but I think it's like the in between the distinction and the pass. I'm just having a mind blank anyway. So yeah, we went and did that. That was pretty fun. It focused more on digital media projects and like games and like 3D animation, that kind of stuff, and more technical side with video making in regards to After Effects, which is pretty cool. Me and Reese made I don't even know if I can really call it a game. It's essentially only one level, so you can't really consider it a game. But the concept and idea behind it was awesome. Basically, it's a 3D world of which you enter to, and you find objects in it, and those objects show you a picture, and that picture showed you some sign language. And just so we get the style of the pictures the same to make the game look good, we instead of going with Auslan, which is Australian Sign Language, we went with ASL, which is American Sign Language. So yeah, that was pretty good. We did enjoy making that game. It actually ended up having Reese come over to my house, working on my computer just to get all the work done. It was awesome. It was really, really good. We had lots of fun. Some of our favorite parts would have like besides the game making, would have been when we had to make our own video project. And personally, you had the option of creating a commercial for a new energy drink, a public service announcement, and I can't remember what the last one was for the life of me. But anyway, me and Reese went for an energy drink. We both had to do our own. And Graham went for like a public service announcement kind of thing. But his PSA was more of an ad. But anyway, you had Reese, he created an energy drink called Nasake, which was like a combination of Naruto and Sasuke name. That was pretty cool. Basically, it had his wife portraying an angel coming down, giving him the energy drink, and he felt like super strong, and it was really cool because he used After Effects to create lighting and all that. Graham's was a little bit weird. For some reason, he added a clip of Beetlejuice in there, which made no sense. But creative control. He got to do what he wanted. Basically, his was, since the dawn of time, men have had issues trying to decide what to use, and it started like stick, rock, and then he brought it down to like Apple, Android, and was arguing about phones, and like I started on that with him just for the hell of it. He started mine, so it was only fair. So we're doing that back and forth, and then we broke Stuart the camera, and it was really cool. It's like you can only break this madness by a Windows phone, and that was kind of funny. What I did, however, I was like, I decided to take on the energy drink, but I made mine a little bit funny. I don't know if it turned up as well on camera as the script did, but I enjoyed the project. It was pretty funny. Basically, I called it Adrenaline, and that thing you can actually find on my YouTube channel. Basically, it was talking about like, are you tired, not getting enough energy, blah, blah, blah. And it was like bagging out like other energy drinks, like saying like, oh, it doesn't give you enough energy, all that crap. And we actually had a shot of like V in the background. It was V Carnival. And we made fun of the drink. It was like, with pure shark adrenaline to give you that extra kick for the day. And like, I thought that was funny because like, it's shocking that no energy drink companies have done some shit like that. But that was my original idea. To, take the piss out on it, but as an advertisement. And basically, at the end, it came up with what was meant to be a voiceover, but we had to keep the time limited to like 30 seconds. So what was originally meant to be a voiceover, I changed into some titles. It was basically like side effects include diarrhea, vomiting, feeling like awesome, that kind of stuff, and in some cases, death. So that was my big thing, and I really enjoyed that. It was a good creative project. So anyway, we finished the diploma, and we were all moving on to new things. Reese is back at home with his wife. Him and his wife are actually trying to have a baby, which is kind of cool. I hope they go good. I'm not a big fan of people having kids when they're young or marriage, but I look at Reese and Bianca and I think, damn, they can do it. That's the kind of friends that they are. And I don't know, it seems like I'm rambling on like I'm a drunk person, but I'm actually fucking sober and I haven't had a drink since New Year's. So anyway, yeah. So me and Graham have been looking for work. He's currently doing some work for Dole stuff, volunteering with a religious thing. While I'm out there, I'm still I'm applying mainly for administration type roles and all that stuff. Anyway, so we decided on what we were going to do for Greenwich, and we decided we had a few videos we wanted to do, and Graham was originally going to do replay. Basically, how it was going to work was going to be each person does their own individual video, and then I do a video. So basically we had 3 videos each. You had one that you did by yourself. There was a video that I would have to do with Reese, and a video I had to do with Graham. So in return, be Reese solo video, Reese video of me, Reese video of Graham. So yeah, that's how it was going to be. It would work out to be about 6 videos total. Wait. Yep, 6 videos. Sorry about that. It's happened to my blank. Anyway, but that never happened, and we started doing some stuff, and we had some plans. Graham did a video for a game called Dying Light, but he didn't edit it properly, so we never released it. And then Reese was like, dude, I'll make some replay videos, just let me borrow your camera. So that's what Reese has been doing, and I was doing a show called Recap. And basically, Recap was just recapping some of the shows that were out in that week. So it was going to be originally The Flash, Arrow, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow, starting with the mid-season return when DC's Legends of Tomorrow started. But the issue with that was basically the first episode recap was fine. The second one had some copyright issues with it, but didn't do nothing. Didn't get a strike or anything, but so we just left it as that. And then just as I was going to start doing the next episode recap, I kept getting like other things kept getting in the way, like family commitments and job interviews. And then by the time I get time, I missed a payment for Adobe, so I couldn't edit anything. And then I get my Adobe back up, and then boom, more stuff gets in the way. So eventually, it just got out of hand, and like the last thing we filmed was like part of Legends of Tomorrow episode 2, and I think like episode 9 or 10 or something's coming out soon. So it's kind of pointless to keep going after we've missed so much. Don't get me wrong, we had a concept to do what we call recap overloaded, which is going to include all this content that we missed out on, but all mashed together. But obviously that's not happening. We're trying to work out some other stuff. We've got some stuff massively to fix in the YouTube channel. For example, our logo that we have and what we're using currently on our YouTube and Twitter account, it's not the right stuff. So I got to fix it up. We've got to do some minor rebranding because we've got some content that we want to make. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much all about us. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, all that crap. Obviously, no one actually viewed this live, so woo. But yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. See you next time.